so I'm recording. Boy, that screen's getting all screwed up. I'm good 50 yards away. I'm trying to decide on where I need to zoom. Remember, I can always see about a third of the screen and about the shape of Florida right now. That's as much as I can see of the screen. So I'm a good 50 yards away. And he isn't enjoying that sunshine to its fullest extent. I'm a good 50 yards away. Okay. Ooh, that was probably quick, sorry. So, I finished up with the eagle. If he's still there when we come back, I'll be amazed. If he is, that means great, and get some more photos. But him, especially from this side, perfect. Okay, yeah, let's go on. I got an idea. So, I'll tell you a little story about myself. And I'm not much into myself, because this isn't about me. It's about my adventures. Right now, we're just enjoying a good afternoon Thanksgiving hike, walk. There's no hills. And wearing off a little bit of that dinner I ate just a little too much of. It was awesome. Bam. So, I'll tell you, Trashed Wings. We'll title that. It all came about, years ago, 18 years ago. Wow. I don't mind chicken wings. I just couldn't eat them because the Frank's Red Hot sauce that you make it with at most restaurants, it gives me heartburn. So I can't deal with it. So, somebody rejected an order of wings, or they didn't eat it or something one day. I was like, well, I'll just put these back down in the fryer, warm them up for a minute, and I'll eat them. And that's what I did. And they come out this really crispy, I guess, skin on them, you could say. Oh, we're walking right in the sun. But anyhow, that started how I started eating hot wings, was what I call trashing them, throwing them in the fryer. Refried wings. Trashed wings, free refried wings. It's kind of become known publicly, but we're talking 18 years ago. And so I started this little bar and grill, and I'll tell you a story about that in the next clip, maybe. We're gonna have story time out here today. Anyhow, and I decided I wanted wings one day, and that's what I did. Somebody come by and said, what are you eating? I said, well, I'm eating hot wings with a twist. I said, I can't eat the hot sauce. So what I do is I cook them, and then I toss them in sauce, and then I re-drop them to toughen up the skin. And we'll go over the recipe maybe in the next clip. And then we'll get on to other stories. But anyhow, I did it, and I want to say the owner walked by, which would have been Gary at the time. And another great boss I had over the years. Owner, boss. I had a kitchen manager that was my boss. But, yeah. Anyhow, so he may have grabbed one to taste it, because I'd like, here, taste it. Because he's like, ew, and he tastes it, and he's like, wow, that's really good. Well, and then I'd make them periodically, and the server would grab one or whatever, and eventually I'm making people's orders this way. Employees. And then, of course, the customers are seeing it, and then it's going from there. So Gary was redoing the menu. He put trashed wings on the menu and charged $1 more for them because they tear up the grease. And it's a respected dollar. You know, it's covered the oil costs. Now, granted, does 13, 14 orders. Back then, 10 orders would have covered the cost of the fryer. But, you know, you got to think over the longevity of it. Well, long story short, as far as the place is still open. I know I have a Facebook friend that still goes there, and she still gets trashed wings. Love you, Mel. And she loves them. And so I would say probably, and I'm guessing, I mean, things may have changed since I worked there, I don't know, 8, 9 years ago. I would say at least 90% of their wing sales are trashed wings. Which, that's really cool. That just something I made so I wouldn't have heartburn and I could enjoy a chicken wing turned into such a major profit, which is cool. You know, that's what it's all about, sharing your knowledge, and it might not benefit you, but it benefits the next guy. Well, what if somebody shares their knowledge with you and it makes you millions? You know, just share knowledge, people. Share, share, share. Be friends. Can't say it enough. Anyhow. So needless to say, the place is still operating and it's still selling trashed wings. I also had a roast beef supreme on that menu at one time, which paid me $50 to do, and I should have done the other bet of made my own agreement of 25 cents per sandwich. Because even back then, I'm selling 10, 20 a day. So, I would have benefited in the long run of that, but that's okay. Again, I got paid $50 one time and we sold a great sandwich. People loved it. That's all that mattered. Anyhow, guess about enough of this story for now. I learned I had the best KM, best person I ever worked with. I think it had a lot to do with my maturity level at that time, my seriousness towards a company. Everything just kind of came together under that roof for me. Whew. And ever since then, it's just been phenomenal. Hopefully I zoomed in on this bird sitting. I think that's that bird right there. Nope. That bird will be up against a tree. Should be in view now, I would think. Right now. Somewhere over there is a bird on a branch. Maybe right there. I think he's right there. I just can't see him in the camera. He was a bird we were watching. He just landed on that tree branch. Anyhow, that's enough of this clip. We'll go to the next clip and maybe talk about the recipe of trash wings. The original recipe that I made, not the way most places do it now. Probably, I would guess. But there is a shortcut. Anyhow, on to the next day.